Hi, everybody. My name is Ona, and I work for Aspen Adult Services, and welcome to another public service announcement. I sat down with Emily McVey at the United Way here in Helena. In this video, Emily talks about the 6 main programs available at United Way. But more importantly, she talks about how United Way supports other organizations here in town who provide resources for people. So please click on the YouTube link. Please give us a thumbs up. And if you have an idea for a future public service announcement, leave it in the comments below. Thank you for watching.
I'm Emily McVey. I'm the Executive Director of the United Way of the Lewis and Clark area in Helena, Montana. We cover the Tri-County area, so Lewis and Clark, Broadwater, and Jefferson counties. Our office is at 75 East Lyndale, and I often explain that to people as the blue building with the faces mural on the side. So our United Way, we have 37 partner agencies. They're all local nonprofits, but we also do community impact work. If people know about United Way, they know the community chest model, which is where we support the other nonprofits. But several years ago, we started doing community impact work, and by several, I mean 20 plus. But so people might know some of our programs, but sometimes people are learning about them for the first time. We have 6 of them that we concentrate on. Greater Helena Area Housing First is our biggest program right now, where we're working on housing and homeless issues in our community, which is an issue that has ever growing, especially during COVID. We also have a program called volunteerhelena.org, which is a website where people can go post their volunteer needs, or people can go find ways to volunteer in the community. And that's open to any organization in the community. They don't have to be a partner agency, and they don't even have to be a nonprofit. If you're looking for volunteers, you can post your information there. And if you're a person in the community that's looking for a way to volunteer, you can find the things that are posted there. But if a need isn't posted, you can find agencies that are often looking for volunteers and find a way to connect with them there. We also help with the 211, which is a website and a hotline. So you can go to montana211.org, or you can actually call the number 211 and find resources. It is an online resource directory of all things. So it's childcare, food banks, housing, veterans, disabilities, information, anything that's available to the general public will be on that website or on that hotline. If you call 211, you get a person from the Voices of Hope out of Great Falls that will help you walk through that system and find any of the contact information for the resources that you need. We also do a little program called Kids Art, which is a fun program that we do in the springtime for 3rd to 5th graders in the local schools in the Tri-County area. And they do art based on what it means to live united, which is one of our taglines. And we show a little film from the kid president, and then they do artwork, and then we use that artwork for all kinds of things throughout the year. It's a good way to get kids thinking about how to give back to their community and how to be a part of their community, and how to connect with a lot of our nonprofit work that we do. We also have a prescription discount card that is promoted by United Way Worldwide, and that's called Single Care. And that is a free prescription discount card available to anybody in the community. You'll see a lot of things similar to that, like Good RX and those kinds of things that you see commercials for. United Ways is free all the time, and it works on pet medications. And so you can actually download the app and you can type in the medication that you need. It'll tell you what pharmacy is the cheapest and available to you. Although I know people probably don't want to go to 4 different pharmacies to get their medications. It is a good way to figure out how to save money on your medications long term, and you can use it directly at the pharmacy for free anytime that's available. And we also do free tax help clinic. And so people that are low income or senior citizens can come and get their taxes done for free. They are done at this point after COVID. We are doing scanning, and back end preparers are doing the taxes virtually. So people aren't necessarily going to get them done right then and there in front of them like they used to do, but they are still going to be able to get done in a timely manner. And once the season gets going, the returns do take a little bit longer to process. So people can feel confident that they will be filed and processed before the end of the season. But the sooner you get in, the better. Last year, AARP's appointments filled up within 2 weeks, so it is important to stay on top of it and be ready whenever the season starts and the phone number is available. Make the call, get the appointment, make sure you get it before the end of the season. Like I said, the later the appointments go, the closer it feels like they're not going to get processed in time, but they do. So I know people get worried about that, but they will all get processed and filed before the deadline. I would say April 15th, but that's been a little bit flexible the last couple of years. So whatever the IRS determines is the deadline, we ensure that those are processed and filed by the deadline. And they can go back and do older taxes if people miss getting their taxes done the last couple of years, or for some reason they thought they didn't need to file and they want to file now. They can do that up to 2 years of back taxes. So that's important for people to know and get. Some people are still getting the credits that they missed during COVID, so there's a little bit of flexibility in that as well. Yeah, the best way to find all the services for our United Way is to go to our website. We have a great website with all kinds of information. It's unitedwaylca.org, and you can work your way through that process. You can find all of our partner agencies listed there. You can find all of our community impact programs listed there, and then it will take you kind of down a rabbit hole if you wanted to find all kinds of different places to get the assistance. You can link to Volunteer Helena there. You can link to Montana211.org there. So the best way is our website. But if you're not interested in trying to figure all that out, you can call us. It's 406-442-4360, and our staff can help you walk through the resources that you're looking for to direct you to exactly which website you need. If you're just looking for general information for our local resources, you can call us and we can get you numbers to Good Samaritan Ministries or the Salvation Army. Those are kind of our go-tos for housing, or the food bank. Whichever thing that you're needing help with, we can help you guide you to the right places for those things. But our website really is the best way. If you're looking just for volunteer stuff, again, it's volunteerhelena.org. If you're looking for the bigger resource directory, Montana211.org. One of the things about United Way, there's 1,100 United Ways in the world. And our leader always says, when you've been one United Way, you've been one United Way. So we all do very different things. The important thing for people to know is that each United Way is really focused in on what their community needs from them. And so when we talk about our community impact programs, those aren't things that we picked up necessarily or that we decided we were really interested in doing. Those are things that our community told us they needed us to do. And we've done that. Our United Way is 81 years old. And so over the 81 years, we have picked up and moved on multiple different programs. We helped create Helena Food Share back in the day. And sometimes we pick up needs and we develop it and then we hand it off and we let that agency go about doing their great work. We always support them. Of course, Helena Food Share is one of our partner agencies. We used to be the AmeriCorps Vista site for the state of Montana. So we have done a lot of very different, varied projects over the years. Like I said, it's whatever Helena says, or the Helena area says, hey, we need you to do this project. And so we pick it up. Right now it's housing and homelessness, because that is currently one of our biggest concerns. And so the way we do that is we participate in our community health assessments that are completed by our local agencies like St. Peter's, Rocky Mountain Development Council, Chaudere does one. And we work on those projects with those agencies, and then we collaborate together on the Healthy Together Steering Committee, and we create the Community Health Improvement Plan. Every 3 years we create a new one, and then we develop the goals. And this year housing is one of those goals. Last time we worked on early childhood and suicide prevention work. So it really kind of varies. Volunteer Helena we've been running for several years. Kids Art's 13 years old. So a lot of them we pick up and we keep because they're good programs and good ways to keep our community involved and invested. And it's not necessarily something that somebody else is going to pick up and take. But some of these bigger things like the housing projects, we will probably either build an arm of United Way that concentrates only on housing, or maybe somebody else will pick that up and take that ball and run with it, and we'll move on to the next thing. So that's what we're always doing is picking something up, making it what it needs to be in the community, and then moving on to the next need or gap in services, and ensuring that either United Way or one of our partners or one of our collaboration agencies is doing the work that needs to get done to make our motto is creating a community that is united and thriving. And so we're always looking at doing that and making sure that we're doing that as a lead agency. We don't actually provide any services ourselves, so we don't have direct clients. The direct clients are our nonprofits, and we want to make sure that they're doing the best work that they can do with our support.